I was shocked. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, I couldn't believe what was going on, what I was hearing.
Former undercover cop Bill Hale thought his neck surgery went well until months later when he got a letter in the mail. In it, state health officials let him know that the transplanted bone he received at a Long Island hospital was actually stolen, taken from a body at this New York City funeral home. Even worse, Hale learned the body was infected with hepatitis C.
What a way to find out, a bone that's been put in your neck is from a cadaver that it wasn't supposed to be from, and the cadaver was positive for hepatitis C.
Hale was among 70 Long Island hospital patients who learned a few years ago they had stolen body parts implanted in them. As we've reported, for-profit companies make a lot of money processing bodies into surgical products, anything from heart valves to cosmetic implants. The bodies are supposed to come from willing donors, but our investigation found that's not always the case. This former dentist is imprisoned for selling body parts he stole from a Brooklyn funeral home, including the bone that was transplanted into Bill Hale. And in the Ukraine, the parents of 19-year-old Sergei Malish say they found out at his funeral that his body had been harvested for profit without their consent.
On the day of the funeral, I saw that my son had cuts on his wrists, very deep cuts. And my husband said that they had cut out body parts. They probably thought, this is a young guy, we can use a lot of him.
The state-run supplier that allegedly cut up Sergei Malish had a contract with a German subsidiary of this company, Florida-based RTI, one of the largest tissue processing firms in the world. RTI supplies Long Island hospitals with surgical products. We showed the video of the Malish family to some RTI executives.
There are always cases where an individual could betray the rules, but we try to stay vigilant, as do the authorities in Ukraine.
But after that interview, RTI stopped importing body parts from the Ukraine. It's not clear whether body parts allegedly stolen from the Ukraine were ever actually used for surgeries on Long Island. But New York Senator Charles Schumer is calling for reform.
To have a loved one have their body hacked apart so that someone can use it without that family's knowledge, consent, is outrageous. And I think every institution has an obligation to check on it and be careful.
And others point out that there's currently no easy way to track the source of human tissue that is used routinely in our hospitals.
Cereal that you buy at a store that has a barcode on it, and it can be tracked back if there's some sort of a problem with it in terms of quality. You can't do that with tissue right now, and that is a gap.
Bill Hale never got sick, but his health worries haven't gone away.
It's there in the back of my mind. I kind of had to make peace with it. I don't know if anything's ever going to come of it. Nobody does. Nothing's really happened like this before. So nobody can say.
For Newsday and News 12 Long Island, I'm Thomas Maier.